Most people enjoy spending time in nature, but they may not realize the role that living amongst nature plays in socioeconomic inequalities. By examining peer-reviewed studies on the impacts of urban green spaces on city microclimates and the impact of nature on the human body, I have deduced that the accessibility to nature for the citizens of Providence, Rhode Island plays a key role in encouraging disparities. When examining studies on the impact of nature in cities, I have sometimes struggled to balance interesting details and key findings when writing my paper. However, I have learned that a concise paper tends to have a more powerful impact. Our connection with nature contributes to inequalities as children and continues throughout the rest of our lives. Scientists have found that limited exposure to nature makes it harder for children to focus and retain information, resulting in lower IQs and more behavioral issues than children who live near urban green spaces. Those brain processing qualities are consistent in adults, and some studies have found links between mental health issues and exposure to nature. This tells us that the environment in which we live plays a pivotal role in educational disparities as well as mental health. In addition to brain processing inequalities, Providence's impervious landscape encourages economic disparities through property damage from floods and medical bills related to respiratory and cardiovascular disease from heat waves. Floods and heat waves are expected to increase in the foreseeable future due to climate change, causing further financial stress, especially in frontline communities. I am proposing a policy to establish a system of connected green spaces in the city of Providence. This would reduce inequality through reduced flood damage and heat-related disease, improve residents' mental and physical health, and has the potential to be entirely self-sustaining. Incorporating connected green spaces throughout Providence will ensure all human residents have walkable access to the natural environment and allow plants and animals to navigate the landscape more easily, which is essential for establishing a self-sustaining system. This movement of wildlife allows for authentic biodiversity growth. The more diverse vegetation in an area, the greater the water absorption capacity. That water is then absorbed during floods and is released into the microclimate during heat waves through evapotranspiration, reducing temperatures and stress on residents' immune systems. More research is needed on the impact of biodiversity in city rivers to see if connecting green spaces to the Providence River will further reduce socioeconomic inequalities among human citizens. By establishing this policy, we are finally acknowledging one of the root causes of the inequalities in our city and taking action to stop that cycle for good. Key studies that I referenced during this presentation and in my paper are listed here. Thank you for your time.